live.
This is Tim Stewart, Coach Papa, with two bald guys and a microphone. And I'm sitting here today with
Marc Nielsen from State Farm.
Marc Nielsen.
Be a bald guy.
You look like Jake. You got khaki pants on and the
Well, I
red
figure
shirt.
I better wear the uniform, right, when I'm out and about in the public scene.
You look good.
Thank you.
Have you lost some weight?
I have.
I found it.
Yeah? I put it out there for anybody to have.
Actually, we've all been kind of going that route. I'm down 13. Kent's down 7. So it's health is a very important issue. Obviously, in your office, health is one of the things that you insure.
It's a ongoing process for a lot of my customers, especially with all the changes the last couple of years.
Yeah, then when you're answering those questions and it says, "What's your BMI?" Does that really affect their insurance costs?
It definitely can affect life insurance. For health insurance, most of the time it does not. Disability insurance. There's lots of moving parts. It's better to come in and sit down and talk.
Interesting. State Farm has a very unique position, something I didn't know until we were talking in your office one day. You're one of the largest insurers in the world in certain categories.
Right. In auto, home, and life insurance, State Farm is number one.
Number one.
That we are the largest. And secondarily, especially in auto and homeowners insurance, we are larger than our next 6 competitors combined.
So, Jake from State Farm has a pretty secure business job.
He's been moving some product and taking care of people.
Yes, and I got to tell you, I'm not much of a commercial watcher, but when they brought Jake Arrieta into the State Farm commercials during the World Series,
wasn't that awesome?
I thought that was one of the most brilliant moves State Farm has ever made, besides hiring you.
Well,
that was probably the second.
You got to categorize them, right? There's different levels.
Marc, can you give us just maybe one story of how important insurance is? Maybe somebody who didn't have the right insurance or did?
Sure. Well, we recently went through this with a customer who bought a 2010 Toyota Camry, had paid cash for it, and was looking for the most affordable insurance. And we put together a package including full coverage, liability, comprehensive and collision insurance, and the customer, despite our best efforts, declined the collision and comprehensive insurance. Yes, I can see your head dipping. You already know what happens next, right?
Now
Unfortunately,
for the rest of the story.
And now the rest of the story. Unfortunately, hit a patch of black ice 3 weeks after having bought the car, and hit a bridge and totaled the car, and the money was just spent. He had just, he was so focused on the price and not necessarily focused on the coverage, and ended up costing him about $20,000. I think there was about a $20,000 car just out the window.
Well, the window was probably smashed.
Well, it was after he hit the bridge, I guarantee you that.
Now, you've got offices, or your office is in?
My office is in Spring Grove, Illinois, but we cover Illinois and Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. So you go across the Cheddar Curtain.
That's correct. I am willing to break the Cheddar Curtain.
And what sets you apart, not just from other companies, but other State Farm insurance? Why would people come to Marc Nielsen?
Well, the 3 reasons that people choose Nielsen State Farm above and beyond any of our competitors, whether it's another State Farm agency or other local agencies or brokerage companies, is my staff, first and foremost. We have over 50 years of insurance experience combined. Secondarily, we do a lot of in-home, come to you, the customer appointments versus making everybody come to the office all the time. And then last, but certainly not least, with over 147 products from State Farm in general, we have the ability to customize anybody's insurance package for both affordability and coverage.
I've had the opportunity to spend some time with you in your office to meet your staff and work with them, and I agree with everything you said. Tell me about a time where somebody came in and possibly wanted some insurance that they didn't need, and how did you tell them?
Well, I've had a couple different customers come in from time to time, and they'll have group insurance offered through, like group health insurance offered through an employer, and they'll want to come into our office and buy it direct through State Farm, through our partnership with Blue Cross Blue Shield. But what we've helped customers understand is just because that they think it's going to be cheaper with us or better from Blue Cross Blue Shield, we help them look at the deductibles, the total out-of-pocket costs, and things of that nature, so they get a clear picture of what they're giving up to come over to us. And sometimes it makes sense, but sometimes it doesn't. The thing that's important for us is to make sure that we tell them that. If it's a great deal, we're going to tell you it's a great deal in my office. But if it's not a great deal, we're going to tell you that too.
So honesty and integrity is an important part of your business.
Only if you want to stay in business.
Where can people find you on the internet, as well as
Sure.
physically? You've already.
Okay, well, obviously our phone number is 815-675-6470. The website is My Agent Marc. That's My Agent Marc spelled with a C.com. Or you can email me at marc@myagentmarc.com.
Marc with a C, M-A-R-C. Well, Marc, thanks for joining us today. I hope you get everything you want to out of the McHenry Area Chamber of Commerce Expo.
Well, it's always great exposure to do these home shows.
It is.
I enjoy it. We get to meet so many current customers and meet some new ones and other businesses that need help as well.
Rock on. While you're walking out there, would you suggest to some other people to come back and do their videos?
Of course.
We appreciate that. Now, you've been listening to Two Bald Guys and a Microphone. Now get off the bench, get back in the game. We do approve this message.